Okay, I finally got it working again. So I believe it was something on Aircast's end. So for those who are unfamiliar, Aircast is my is so okay. So I think before I explain what Aircast is, I might as well explain how I'm able to stream on my Xbox. So the way I stream is I stream or so X so on Xbox or on Xbox. Sorry, my words. Um, on Xbox, you can't directly stream to YouTube, but you are able to stream directly to Twitch. So I go live on Twitch, and then I use this website called Aircast, which then identifies that I'm streaming on Twitch, and then basically emulates it to YouTube, and that is how I stream. So so Aircast was having an issue where um it wasn't identifying that I was streaming. So every time I kept clicking start stream, it would say you're not live on Twitch yet. So it wasn't identifying that I was streaming. So I had to play with it for a few minutes, but then it looks like Aircast fixed it on their end. So thank God. So now let's get back into this. So I apologize for the inconvenience, but we are now back. See who we got in the chat. We got NCTD, got Thai Southern Productions, and Trainmaster. Welcome everyone. Okay, so for those who just joined the stream, we just passed the Horseshoe Curve, and we're getting close to the top of the grade, and we're heading down to Crescent. Some lovely pictures. So we are just a grain train with two helpers on the back as well. So if you were here for the beginning of the stream, I actually looked at the wrong train and I thought I didn't have helper locomotives on my train, so I was like, okay, then I don't need to turn on banking comm and stuff. But then halfway through I double checked to see if I had additional locomotives on the back of my train, and I found that I did. Hello, Rails of the state of Georgia. Well, I got Horseshoe Curve just because, like, it seems like an interesting route, and, like, the scenery is pretty well done, if you ask me, at least. Now, like, and I'm not saying, like towns and stuff, like, I'm just saying, like, the terrain and stuff, like, the rock work, the trees, like, everything looks really nice. Hold on a second. Well, I just got denied from Cal Poly. That's tragic. Okay, so we're just chilling at 20 miles an hour, and we're almost near the top. Got a little bit more to go. So yeah, pretty tragic. Just got a college denial on stream. Let's go. But I mean, I already made my decision to where I'm going to. It's honestly not that big of a deal. Obviously, I obviously had to make a decision back in May, and Cal Poly was the only school that I got waitlisted for. So it's like, why take that risk? So I'm going to a completely different school. Yeah, that is something I've noticed, David Park. But yeah, I feel like the dynamic brakes aren't strong enough. But yeah, I totally see what you mean. I completely struggled going down the grade and stuff, even with a decent amount of locomotives. Like, usually I'm able, like, if there's enough locomotives, I'm usually able to hold the train at 15 miles an hour going down the hill. And that is somewhat realistic. But yeah, I have noticed that issue. So yeah, the dynamic brakes definitely, I feel like the dynamic brakes need to be stronger. If not, then I feel like it's just there's not enough locomotives on on the heavier trains, which I think that's also part of the issue. What service am I doing? I am doing 55K inbound to Crescent, where we are a grain train. Yeah, so far, but yeah, I really enjoy the scenery between Altoona and the top of the grade. It's really nice to see. Yeah, Skyhook definitely did a really good job when it came to just the overall terrain, trees, and rock work. It looks really nice. Oh, I know what speed change you're talking about. Well, yeah, that's also why I constantly look at this map. It does happen from time to time, but yeah, you have to slow down to 15. Except that only happens if you're on the middle track, which currently I'm not. But I'm probably gonna have to slow down anyways because I'm going into Crescent, which is right down here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna pull off the main line. We're probably gonna be on this track right here. Probably gonna have to slow down to 15 miles an hour by like here. Branch off and then go up to Crescent Yard. I doubt we're doing anything else other than that. Crescent is downwards, huh? Except I did the GP38 tutorial and I don't think I recall any grades. So I don't know, we'll see, but I'll be on high alert. But I've never done a service to Crescent. I've only really been doing Altoona to Johnstown services and vice versa. Yeah, the East 44 is a nice logo. I just hope I hope it gets some upgrades at some point. Maybe Dovetail at some point could make a Jivo of their own with their own sounds, and then they upgrade the Horseshoe Curve Jivo. Like that would make a lot of sense. Like so, if they ever do BNSF, they should most definitely do a Jivo of some sort. Maybe not the ES44. Maybe they could do like the ET44C4, something like that. Yeah, this train's pretty nice. Pretty chill. I mean, it's obviously basically the exact same train as the AC4400, obviously just with a different cab. But it's still a nice train. I definitely would not mind seeing more Jivos in the future, but I would like to see some other freight logos as well. I'd love to see some more SD70 locomotives, such as like the SD70M, since it's very common, especially on like Union Pacific and sometimes on BNSF. I don't think Norfolk Southern has any SD70Ms. I know CSX does, or do they? I don't know. I know they have I think they have SD70 Max. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, now we're almost at the top of the grade. This is definitely a route I just love to take pictures on and stuff. Yeah, I was having a little bit of trouble figuring out what I wanted to do for my first Horseshoe Curve thumbnail because I took so many good pictures. But yeah, this route has a lot of variety. Like, just the overall route itself, not necessarily service-wise, but like scenery-wise, I guess you could say. Oh, we got a red. Uh-oh. Except it's probably just because I haven't gone past this go via yet, so I'm not too concerned about it. My day's been alright. I worked out this morning, although I got super tired, so that's why I started the stream a bit late. Because I think I started working out at like almost noon time. Took a shower at like 1 o'clock, and then had lunch at like 2 o'clock. So yeah, that's why I was running late, streaming today. What's up, Train Simulator driver? Nice to see you. Alright, see you at Thai Southern Productions. See you in CTD. So I'm guessing the signal's gonna turn green again once you go past this go via. admit, this route definitely does have its issues, but honestly, they're not a huge deal. It's not like Brighton Mainline or Reason to Dresden with the game crashes and stuff. But this route definitely is fun to play. Okay, yeah, so like, we still have a mile and a half. I'm not concerned about the red signal. Usually I'm able to slow down a freight train in about half a mile with just the dynamics. So I should be fine. Okay, now something that baffles me is, why is it that freight train, so westbound trains, they go up here, but then eastbound trains, they have to go here, where they have to go down this super steep 2.4% gradient. I've always found that super weird. You'd think that they would just add another track down here, just so then they don't have to go up such a daunting grade. So I've never quite understood that. Oh no, you Bucking Creek, David. No, why'd you do it? I'm kind of thinking when I release the Long Island Railroad review video, I think King Creek's gonna be next. I'm thinking of doing something kind of different. Okay, yeah, signal turned yellow. But anyways, I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna do like a series of streams where I play King Creek and just power through service mode. I'm probably not gonna complete the like the free roam scenarios unless I want to get like the collectibles and stuff. But my main goal is to complete all of service mode within like maybe 5 days or so. It's gonna be very painful to say the least, but then I'll never have to play King Creek again. So yeah. West Corner Loco is decent to play despite the haters. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid route, but I feel like my biggest issue with West Corner Loco is that it's kinda generic. Like, it's like, when my anticipations for the route was that it was gonna be this, like, constant coastline route, you get all this great scenery and stuff. So it's like, okay, I'll get some Pacific Surfliner vibes off of it, but then when I found out that you only really see the coast along Penzance and the St. Ives branch, I was like, that's kind of lame. But I mean, like, I do like the mountainous scenery and stuff. We're going up and down all these hills. I do like it, but I feel like the scenery begins to get really repetitive once you get to Truro and St. Austell. That section I really don't enjoy. Alright, so we're now emerging from the tunnel. So we got 2.8 miles to Crescent. So I'm gonna set this to... I'm gonna pull back the power now, as a matter of fact. Let the train bleed off some speed. Because I don't know how well the train's gonna handle the grades. It'll probably handle it just fine, considering I was able to go up that super steep grading at 30 miles an hour. So, but I'm just gonna bring the train down to like 20 miles an hour just to be safe. Not gonna take any chances. Okay, so we got a flat. I need to look up like how the the PRR signals work, because I don't quite understand them still. But obviously, I just gotta know that vertical means proceed, flat horizontal means red, and then I guess cross means caution. Except I think since it was flashing, I think that was a precaution. Ooh, crossing. Oh, we're also going downhill, so let me put the dynamic brakes in setup. Yeah, it looks like we're about to gain speeds. So yeah, so let's begin applying some. So I'll just leave this in notch 1, because usually notch 1 dynamic brakes are actually pretty powerful. Okay, we are starting to gain speed now, so yeah. If we keep gaining speed, then I'll apply more. Probably go up to notch 3 next. Okay, right now it seems that we're holding up just fine. Yeah, we're losing speed. Alright, we're good. You did a 4-hour stream of Cane Creek with a pair of Gronks. How long did it? Wait, so you're saying you ran a pair of Gronks along the whole King Creek route? Jeez, I mean, it makes sense since you're only able to the fastest you're able to go is 30 miles an hour, except on that one on the main line. But other than that, yeah. But jeez, I mean, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Were you just was it just the two Gronks, or were you pulling some freight cars? But, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, there's definitely no way Union Pacific would upgrade that branch, because I think I heard in the future that the branch is gonna no longer exist once they clear out the remaining potash. Alright, we're losing speed, so yeah. We could probably pull up our speed just a little bit. Probably bring us up to like 25 miles an hour. So yeah. Got 1.7 miles to go. I might as well check the switches beforehand. They're probably set for us, but I'm just gonna double check. I also need to check. Oh, yep, that is not set for us. So good thing I checked. That one's not set. Is this one set? Nope. None of these are set. That's pretty tragic. Jeez, all these are not set for me. Probably should check out my train just so I make sure I'm not suddenly becoming a runaway. Alright, we're good. Okay, we got a red 0.9 mile. I think that's right just before Crescent. Yeah, I'm guessing it's this signal right here. Oh, no, it's this signal right here. Okay, so I do need to slow down then. Let's see, do we have any? No, there's no speed limits. Weird. Okay, well, since we're going downhill, I'm gonna just start slowing down now, although we still got plenty of room, but better safe than sorry. Just the Gronks, and they ran at under 20 miles an hour. I think the Class 09s from West Somerset. No, they use the Class 08s. I think Class 09s. I think from Heavy Freight Pack uses goes 25 miles an hour. Whatever route the Class 09's on. All right, yeah, bring us down to a nice slow speed, so we do not go past this red signal. See, let me contact the signaler. Wait for it to change. But for what though? What are we waiting for? I don't know. We'll pull up this signal and just make sure I set the switches properly, although I'm pretty sure I set them all properly. Oh, 09 is West Somerset Railway. Okay. Because that goes 25 miles an hour, I believe. Grab the TSC, long under menu from Steam. Oh yeah, long under uses the PRR signals. So yeah, I'll take a look at that later. But I mean, it's not, I can't imagine it being that complicated. Yeah, since you had Brandon working on lots of the route, you can definitely tell why it would be in such good detail. I mean, it's pretty cool that he has a passion for signaling. I think that's pretty interesting. Alright, got a visual on the signals ahead. I'm just gonna creep us up, so I'm gonna get notch 2 dynamic brakes. Now, one thing I've noted, one thing I also don't like is that, oh geez, look at this. Hold on, let me get this as a picture. Beautiful. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so I think our next stream, I'm gonna be streaming the Long Island Railroad because I finally get to start recording for the video because I finally finished the script. Took me long enough, obviously. Alright, I can pull back the speed just a little bit. Alright, set it back to 7 so we lose amps quicker. Yeah, we're fine. still getting a deny. It's probably because this train's trying to go to Crescent. Is it? He's not on my track. Unless, is he diverging? Yep, he's diverging. That explains it. Now, is it because I got here too late? Or was I supposed to wait for this train? I'm not sure. Oh, it is a red signal. Huh. Yeah, because there obviously are some traditional signals on this route. That's interesting. Might as well get another cab picture. Oh yeah, one other thing I've noticed is that most of the helper units, they have their headlights on, but not their ditch lights. So I'm probably gonna report that to Skyhook. Oh, alright, let's get Notch 2 dynamics back on. Just gonna creep up to the signal. I may try this service again at some point just to see, like, if I got there sooner, would I have not had to wait for that train? Raise it nice and slowly. Yeah, we can just hold here, honestly. Nah, let's just creep up. I'm guessing this train's going on a different track. Oh, no, he isn't going up to Crescent. He's just, diverging onto the right-hand track. Yeah, this route's not that, the American railroads are definitely not the most well-designed. I'll definitely say. It's like, I feel like some things that are done on the American railroads just don't make any sense at all. Like, stuff like this. You think you'd have a diverging track just before this junction so that trains to Crescent wouldn't have to worry about trains that need to branch off into the right. Oh, there you go. Now I got a caution. See, I didn't need to stop. I just needed to creep over. Alright, let me make sure. I'm just double checking. I know I changed all these switches, but I'm just doing this just to be safe. Yeah, we should be fine. I'll just save my game just in case. What's our speed limit? Okay, it's 15 miles an hour. No surprise. And that's probably why it wasn't showing the other signals, or the speed limits, because the track was set for the Jeeps to pass us. Because maybe mainline freight has a higher priority over these Crescent services. Alright, let's get the dynamics back on. Probably should be going just 10 miles an hour, considering that the speed limit's 10 miles an hour. And we're going down a 1% gradient. So yeah. But I think I'm guessing we're branching off at that junction right there. Yeah, we're looking good. Might as well get a picture of us diverging off the main line. That is once we get to the junction. Beautiful. Love taking pictures. Ooh, that's tasteful. Maybe just one more with some freight cars visible. Beautiful. Might as well get another one with us completely diverging off the line now. Beautiful. Alrighty, here we are. Ooh. You know me in pictures. Get a back shot with these Gevos in it. Lovely. Alright, we're stopping about half a mile. Also got a crossing up ahead, so might as well get an exterior shot of us sounding the horn. Yeah, the grade's flat here, so I'm just gonna pull off the dynamics for now. Skag definitely needs to work on making crossings work properly, and to get them some proper crossovers for the road. Well, it's even if Skyhook does another freight route. I mean, honestly, it'd be cool seeing them do like a some sort of German route. I think that'd be cool since they helped with making Munich-Augsburg. I think that'd be cool to see. But I feel like, you never know when they're gonna change things up. So yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, we're supposed to go straight. All right, let's get some dynamics on. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring our train to a stop. I'll just leave us on notch 1 dynamic since we're on a flat gradient. I like to take things slow. Come in nice and gently. I don't like to stress over having to brake really aggressively at the end. Probably once we're at like 100 yards, I should probably be going like 5 miles an hour. Let's see. Yeah, so we're stopping about where the end of those freight cars are. Welcome back, Ty. Alright, let's bring this to a stop. Notch 2 dynamic brakes. Then I'll probably just use the air brakes to bring us to a stop. We're still a bit short, so I'm just gonna put us in SEP, and then I'll just use automatic brakes the rest of the way in. So wait just a little longer, because I'm guessing it's gonna be touchy about where I need to stop. I probably need to overshoot it a little bit. Right. Even that might have been too early. No, we're losing speed at a fine pace. Please let this count. Nope. Alright. Alright, power it up. Do you think you could operate a freight train in real life? Probably not. Passenger train, fighting chance. But freight, most likely not. Alright, pull us up just a little bit more. Hold on, I'm just gonna bring my train to a stop, Patrick, and then I'll answer your question. I don't know why I'm letting our train call. Just get up to 1 mile an hour. Alright, now we should be in range. Just get some brakes on. And here we are. Okay, so here's what I think of this route. I think it's a pretty solid route overall. It's definitely one of the better US freight routes. Definitely a lot better than Cane Creek, that's for sure. I'd honestly say it's better than Sherman Hill, if I'm being honest. Alright, well there you go. Gold medal. Nice. But yeah, I think it's a pretty solid route. Now, obviously, the Gevo could use some sound upgrades. There are a few bugs that are kind of annoying. I feel like some of the consoles could be upgraded. But overall, it's a pretty solid freight route. Alright, let's continue journey mode. So we got chapter 1 done. I think this is the one I was thinking of. Is it though? Yeah, 10K Chicago to Allentown. So I'm assuming that means we're doing a full route run with the GP38. Except I might want to try that complication at Crescent scenario. I might do that before I do this service, so we'll see. Yeah, we're going all the way to Altoona. So you know what? I might I want to see what complication at Crescent is. I'm gonna look at the description first before I see if that's something I want to do. So let's go to scenarios. Complication at Crescent. Johnstown to Crescent, mixed freight with an awkward reversing maneuver. Ooh, okay. I'm interested. Of course, then it makes doing the Altoona or Johnstown to Altoona pointless, but I'll do it. I might just skip that service in chapter 2 then, and then do it later, so I'm not trying to mix things up. But I'd say there's also a decent level of variety on this route. It's cool that you can do Altoona to Johnstown and back, and then you can do services to Crescent. Oh, geez, we're moving. We have an unusual one today. Should be a manifest, but it looks like we get to knock off early as this all gets handled off to another power at Crescent. Hello, do you remember me? Where are we? We're in Johnstown. Alrighty. Oh yeah, and then there's services down to South Fork. But I don't think I'm gonna really drive on the South Fork branch a lot, because I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, I feel like freight, I do like what they did with like intermodal trains and stuff, but manifest trains, yeah, I definitely don't like how everything's the same. And also, this is a weird looking consist. Just all boxcars, and then all hoppers. I think it's a little bit weird, but whatever. Alright, let's get this puppy set up. Also, no setup controls, interesting. Alright, front headlights on. Insert the reverser. Wait, was I supposed to turn on... Do we have locomotives on the end? No, we do not, so we do not need... Double check. No, we do not. We're fine. So we do not need to turn on bank and comm. Release the automatic brakes. Oh, it's already set to freight. Okay. Alrighty then. Ugh, those are some ugly gauge lights. Yeah, we don't need them. I almost never like using gauge lights on a freight logo. Especially on like the sand patch trains. It just looks so ugly. Number lights. Don't think we need... I don't need that stuff on. What do we got in here? Ooh, this doesn't look too well modeled. Yeah, I'll turn on alert. I wonder if there's safety systems on the Gevo. There should be. I mean, I know they set this route before when PTC was enabled, but you would think that there would be let's see, something. Oh wait. But yeah, all right. Okay, we should be all good to go now. So we are heading up to Crescent. Let's also get the windows open so we can hear the horn better. And let's get going. One thing I've also noticed is that I think the fade in for the horn doesn't always, most of the time, doesn't sound properly. I don't know if there just isn't a fade in, but I don't know, something just sounds off about it. The horn does sound nice though. Is it just me or does it sound like these sound like new traction motors? Maybe it's just me. Oh jeez. That's what happens. Yeah, these sound different from the sand patch grade motors. Actually, they do sound kind of similar. I don't know. I don't know. Something just sounds different about these traction motors from the sand patch sounds. Maybe it got some upgrades. I just never realized it. ATC actually works on this route? For real? Dang, that's pretty cool. Although sadly nothing works on. Although I don't think like ATC and Access work for other trains on the Harlem line. Because I drove an F40, the MBTA F40 on the Harlem line once, and it would restrict you only to 20 miles an hour. It's like kinda weird. Alright, so we're going up all the way to Crescent. I'm guessing, how heavy are we? 1,098 tons. It sounds like we're an empty train. Fresh recordings. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, the engine sounds pretty nice. Maybe we can see... Because, yeah, they sound similar to the sand patch sounds, but they sound different, definitely. This could be a keeper picture. Oh, yes, please. Hello, Golden Ticket. How are you? There's a train that passes you that has the short death guns, so you're just all scrapping them. Hello, Chicago. I think this route is set in like 2018 or 2019, something like that. Oh, we can speed up. Yeah, let's hear this thing at full throttle. Oh yeah, this is definitely different sounding. So those look like the freight cars from Peninsula Corridor. I guess they got layered onto this route, which is pretty cool. The Stripe SD40 has these sounds. I don't think they do, because I think the GP38 and SD40 have different sound sets. I swear it's the same as the Sandpatch SD40. Okay, we definitely are not having any problems. So I think our train is empty, for the most part. How many cars are we? Only 30. I don't remember how many we were carrying when I was doing that other grain service. Also, 12 people in chat. Awesome. Thank you all for coming. Alright. It's some pretty nice sounds. Yeah, I do wish that like there were some cars that didn't have the graffiti on them, because obviously not every freight car is vandalized, but yeah, it's some more graffiti designs would definitely be nice to see. Yeah, I totally agree with you on that, Patrick. I actually don't have a lot of pictures of the GP30, so we might as well get some. Also, I just realized I never turned on my ditch lights. How do I do it in this train? Is it... Can you? Oh, ditch light control. Interesting. There we go. GP38 looks really nice on this route. Yeah, these sounds are pretty nice. Outermost track. Interesting. Oh geez, I was not paying attention. Yeah, I shouldn't be using my independent brake, but I don't feel like applying the automatic brakes. They take forever to release. I think engineers are not even allowed to use the independent brake when in motion. I think it's only when stopped. Should be paying attention a little bit more. Ooh, that's a nice picture. Beautiful. I have way too many Horseshoe Curve pictures. It's good. Ooh yeah, it's a nice little pic. A little more speed going, because we are going uphill, so there isn't really a need to be going under the speed limit. I totally understand why engineers would need to be going slower when going downhill under the speed limit, but when going uphill, I see no reason to do so unless it's for speed changes and stuff. But if we're going uphill, I think sticking to the speed limit shouldn't be a problem at all. Let's get a little more power going. Yeah, these sounds are pretty nice. I like them. The cab is pretty different in this thing compared to some of the other GP38s we have in TSW. Pretty interesting speedometer. Yep, I'm ready for college. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can get to 1,000 subs before I go off to college. I think that'd be a great way to end off, or great way before going out to college and stuff. Yeah, 13 people in chat. That is awesome. Appreciate you all for coming. So yeah, I think probably in the coming days I'm going to be doing, my next stream is going to be on the Long Island Railroad, where I shall be doing some recording for my next video. So yeah, I just finished writing the script for the Long Island Railroad video, and I just need to record it now. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to release it. I'm actually really happy with how the script's turning out. I think the video is going to be really good. The Johnstown Dam. Plus there was chat delay, so I may have missed it. I'll take a look. I'm assuming it's along this river, right? Oh geez, shut up alerter. Is it at this bridge? No, I don't see a dam. I see a construction site and a bridge. Is this? Oh, it's just a road bridge. That is a pretty nice view. It actually is pretty nice. I'm gonna take a picture of that. How long does it make to make a video? Good question. It just depends, because sometimes I can be super lazy and it takes like 3 weeks to a month to make. But then like if I power through it, I can get a video done in like a week. Most of the time. Nope, I do not see any dam anywhere. Oh well. Okay, 1.4 miles, gonna slow down to 30. Oh, near the signal bridge. Shut up, alerter. Alright, see you, golden ticket. Thanks for coming in. I'll look for it if I do another service to out of Johnstown, or when I'm in the Johnstown area. Alright, so in a mile I gotta slow down to 30 miles an hour, so I think I'll just be relying on the throttle to lose speed. So you could also just set it to dynamics and just do like a notch of dynamics. Yeah, this route is pretty colorful. It feels very bright and saturated. I honestly feel like more TSW routes should look like this. I feel like if Sandpatch Grade had lighting like this, I think it would look really tasteful. East Coastway lighting is also really good. I say this route and East Coastway have some of the best lighting in Train Sim World. So, just close my windows so it doesn't get burning hot in here. Alright, 0.7 miles, so I'm gonna pull back the power. Good thing I'm not going first signal bridge you see. Oops. By signal bridge, you just mean like just a series of signal that's overhead, or like this? Oh, wait, is it over here? Oh, I think I see it now. Wait, is that it? That kind of looks like a dam. I can't tell. I mean, the river isn't connected to it, so I'm not sure. Yeah, the lighting looks really good on this route. It's very bright and saturated. Oh geez, I lost a lot of speed. Get it back up. Windshield can look nice, but it looks really poor in the snow. But then again, I feel like snow still needs some improvements. Ooh, this looks like a nice picture with the sun glazing in. Might as well do that. Okay, so that is it. Okay. Little more power just so I can speed up. Oh, my ditch light's disabled. It's probably because yeah, that is kind of an annoying bug. There we go. That should have fixed it. Problem fixed. From here on out, things get to speed up, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I know. I remember when I used to absolutely hate German routes. I remember because like I was so pro US trains and stuff that I was like, if people are hating on our trains, then why should I like the other country's trains and stuff? Oh jeez. Let's pull back the speed. Pull back the throttle before I speed. But yeah, I like almost all trains now, if I'm being honest. There's some trains I hate, but yeah, any train to me is cool. But yeah, the German routes are really fun. I really enjoy them. They definitely give off some of the more variety. So I like they can be kind of generic in scenery at times, but they still have their own charm to them. Yeah, the section between South Fork and Johnstown can be a little time-consuming. It feels like it takes forever. But, yeah. It's also very weirdly shaped. It's just that one section, because then the rest of it, it's just this straight high-speed main line. notch 5. Yeah, I like this route. I definitely love taking pictures on this route, that's for sure. Oh, back up to 35, so you can kick the power back up. Sound the horn. You got it. It's a pretty solid horn. This could be a nice picture if all these planes wouldn't be getting in my way. Never mind. Oh, look at that. Some Jeeps. What is your most played route? Peninsula Corridor. Most definitely. Peninsula Corridor was the only route I had when I first had Train Sim World. The only other routes I had were Great Western Express, Rapid Transit, and and Northeast Corridor, New York. But I mostly spent most of my time on Peninsula Corridor, and I played that for an entire year until Train Sim World 2 released. And I can't do fast horn shows and stuff. Chicago, Train Sim World makes it really hard to do that. Yeah, it's not easy to do. And plus, I'll be honest, I'm not into those kind of horn shows. I'm more into. Now, if you're local to the Surfliner, you would probably understand, but like, in the Surfliner cab car, whenever trains are going through Carlsbad Village, the engineers use this very distinct horn sequence. It sounds so freaking good. It's usually just like it's usually like 2 or 3 long horns, and then two quick horn blasts, and it's really satisfying to hear. That's basically what the Surfliner engineers do a lot. Some coal cars around here. So speed limit is now 45 and we're about to go up to 50. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm guessing our train is completely empty. Some Jeeps. Some more Jeeps. Wait. Yeah. Oh wow, 3 Jeeps. No, it's not a shave and a haircut. Yeah, Surfliner engineers have very good horn control, I would say. Now we shall probably proceed up to 50. Scenery is really lovely. We don't talk about quiet zones here, Train Simulator driver. This chat is extreme anti-quiet zoneists, I guess you could say. But if we ever get a metro route, like the racetrack or something at some point, I'm gonna be blaring my horn through every crossing, dude. Metro has those lovely, shoot, what are they called? I forgot what horns they use. Don't they use like some sort of Leslie or something? I completely forgot. I'm not a horn expert. Yeah, Metro has some really nice. The Metro F40s have some really nice horns. Except, I mean, Metro's protocols, they actually have to do something kind of different, where if a train is stopped on a platform and there's a crossing, engineers are allowed to sound their horn. Chilling at 47 miles an hour. Shut up, order. P5, that's what it is. Wait, since when do their F40s have a K3 delay? I know 217 has a K5 delay since it came from Virginia Railway Express, but what F40 has a K3 delay? I know the cab cars do, but yeah, but I don't, but yeah, P5, that's what it was. Silly me. $10 miles to go. Is that it? Oh no, because uh-oh, we're speeding. Oh right, I forgot the grade levels out here. So I'm just gonna cut the power. Let's see. So I think I know how this is gonna play out. Apparently they do not want us to enter through this way. Yeah, so they're gonna have us branch onto there and then reverse into Crescent. Oh, okay. Okay, no F40s have them. There's a lot of AI trains out here. It's kind of a shame there isn't a whole lot of crossings on this route, other than the South Fork branch. But then again, this is a busy freight main line, so yeah. Kinda shoulda known. This is a really nice route to take pictures on. So I think it's at the beginning of this curve is when we go up the 1% gradient. But I don't think our train's gonna have any problems since we're only about 1,000 tons, right? Yeah, 1,098. So that should be no problem at all. Might as well get a high-speed flyby shot. Why not? Train horns are supposed to be the way engineers communicate with each other. It's like, I don't know them specifically, but I do know, like, obviously 2 short blasts means you're about to move forward, 3 short blasts means going backwards, traditional horn sequence, long, long, short, long, things like that. And I know, like, Utah Frontrunner, they have a horn code where the engineer has to sound their horn if there's ever like staff or maintenance personnel around the tracks, or if they're passing a stationary freight train. Oh yeah, let's pick up the speed a bit. Oh yeah, so something I noticed when I was sounding the horn, it kind of sounds like the fade-in horn is sounding when you release the horn, because yeah, something's off, and I need to figure out what it is. Something's off with the horn on this thing, like something about it's not looped properly. Too long in one short with a long horn. Oh wait. Well, yeah, no, that's like the most obvious. Do we have a speed change? We must be behind something, so I probably should bring our speed down. Of course, I don't. Train simulator driver, I kind of need your help. What speed should I be going now that I'm passing the signal? I'm just gonna bring us down to like 30 miles an hour, just to be safe. I'm guessing there's like a freight train ahead of us. No, there's nothing ahead of me. Yeah, it'll keep us at 30 miles an hour, I guess. Pretty good choices, train simulator driver. I'm just gonna hold us at 30 miles an hour because I don't know how fast I'm supposed to be going, nor do I know like what the freight speed limits are for signals. So yeah, definitely at some point I'm gonna have to read over the Long Island Railroad manual and stuff, just so I can at least understand the signal aspects. Yeah, I can definitely see why people want manuals in TSW. Cause yeah, like I've read some of them, but the train simulator ones are actually pretty good. It's like you can definitely learn a lot from. Oh, we got a red. But for what? We don't quite see what the red is for. Oh no, ah frick. I wasn't paying attention. I can also hardly hear it. Alright, pull back the power. Oh jeez. That's tragic. There you go. Oh, please tell me I can get moving again. No, I probably have to fix the train. Alright, set the independent brake to full application. Probably need to set the reverser to neutral. Then probably back to forward again. Does that fix it? Nope. Alright, missing something. Anyone in the chat, feel free to help. Try resetting the main controls. Alright, yes, let's turn this stuff back on. Set to forward. Maybe you have to do something with the brakes. Maybe I have to cut out the automatic brakes. What else can I do to fix this? Well, probably one, to turn off the alerter. Does that fix it? Problem fixed. Now I can turn it back on. Alright, let's get moving. Well, there's no reason to have banking calm on because I don't have any trailing locos. Oh jeez, just realized how much I need to get the brake pressure released. So it's probably going to take us a while to get moving again. Even if we had trailing locos, I don't think I'd even have to enable them because our train is only 1,000 tons. I think we're running empty up to Crescent. The brake pressure is releasing fast, so we're probably going to start moving any second now. Almost there. Come on, we're almost there. If I add an extra notch of power. There we go. Problem fixed. Okay, yeah, so maybe I shouldn't be looking at the map. Wait, I did cut in the... Yeah, I did. Independent brake sets are really... Oh, wait. Is the... Yeah, it is set to leader dead. Alright, we're fine. Full power. Yeah, let's hope there isn't a train behind me, because then if he's delayed, then that's a personal problem. No, we don't got any trains behind us. This train's still waiting at this signal for whatever reason. Probably was supposed to just be stationary. Alright, back up to speed. Alright, 2.2 miles, we have to stop. Let me, Your train appears to be off path. Huh? Something's off. Whoa, what the heck? What is going on here? Okay, something's off. Uh-oh, this might be a problem. I think I might have broken the scenario just because I got penalty braked. This is bizarre. Might have to report that to the... Okay, never mind. The signal turned yellow. Okay, we're okay. We're fine. It's still gonna give me that... Proceed signals. Okay, alright, we're fine. Probably just have to wait for something to cross over the main line or something. I don't see anything over here. I don't know. This alerter is pretty unforgiving. I think the audio broke on it. Slowly picking up speed now. It's got 5.6 miles to go, and then I'm assuming we're gonna just be reversing into a crescent. Okay, you know what? Let's maybe turn off the alert, because I don't like how it keeps turning on every 30 seconds. And I think, I would assume there's supposed to be an audible warning, but I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, I'm not hearing any audio. I was hearing audio for it, but now it's not sounding. So that's kind of weird. Unless it triggers, but then after a couple seconds it makes some noise. Maybe. I could be wrong, though. Alright, we chillin'. We chillin'. Let's get a flyby shot, cause why not? Yeah, something sounds off with the horn. This route is also a little bit laggy at times. I feel like it's mostly because of the locomotives or something. I don't know, so that's just something I've noticed. It's like here, there's nothing wrong, but when I'm in the locomotive, okay, well here it's fine, but then, like sometimes the route can get kind of laggy. But I wouldn't say this route's too bad performance-wise, but it's definitely not the best. So I think this route could just use some minor optimizations, and I think it would be just fine. Alright, we're just holding at 41 miles an hour. But it's kind of nice how there's this long 50-mile-an-hour section for these freight trains to go. Best freight locomotive ever built in the last 30 years. Let me look something up real quick. Oh, perfect. SD70 Ace. I love the SD70 Ace. Second place I'd probably give to like the Jivo or something. So yeah. So my favorite freight loco is probably the SD70 Ace. I really like them. Just very, very nice design to them. I also like the AHs with the headlight on the center instead of crossing. Again, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. Let's see. I would assume we have to slow down to 15 miles an hour in a bit. Because we probably have to slow down to 15 miles an hour for this interlocking to get over. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that's still bugged out. .7 miles to go. Alright, yeah, let's pull back the power. 1.8 miles. Get down to like 30 miles an hour, I'd say. Guessing it's this signal that it's not like. I feel like I might have broken the train, or broken the scenario for getting penalty break. So I might report that on the forums if it's not gonna let me go past the red signal. But I don't see why it would. I don't know. There's no other trains ahead of me. Oh, never mind. It just turned yellow. Thank God. Okay, now it's telling me I need to slow down for 15 miles an hour. Alright, so I probably need to start slowing down for 15. What service is this? This is actually a scenario, complication at Crescent. So yeah, I'm just going through the journey mode right now. So yeah, there's only one other service I have to complete in journey mode, or for this chapter, but it's a GP38 service. So I'm Altoona, or from Johnstown to Altoona, so I'm gonna skip that one for now because I think I wanna drive the ES44 again. Maybe I'll do another scenario. We'll see. Okay, let's slow down. So knock us down to gotta get us down to 15 miles an hour in about half a mile. Oh, I think that was the train we were supposed to wait for. I think. Alright, down to 20. Just get us down to 15 and we should be good to go. Probably be a little under the speed limit, just to be safe. Alrighty. Yeah, so I think next we'll do like a full route run. And I'd say we go down the Horseshoe Curve this time. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, it's nice how they added this little like museum here with that caboose. I think that's pretty cool that they did. Pretty neat. Ooh. It's pretty interesting. Oh yeah, I also really like the Gevos. Yeah, of course. Why would I not like the Gevos? Everything seems to be working, but I'm probably still going to report this bug just because it seems kind of off. Actually, it was probably giving me that message probably because the switches weren't properly aligned. That's my assumption at least. So like if I do it again, like I feel like it's giving me this message because this is behind me for whatever, ahead of me for whatever reason, which is kind of strange. Okay. Okay. So got a little less than half a mile to go. And then I think we're just backing the train into Crescent. So let's... I probably should use my automatic brakes just because we're going uphill. Because I do not think that the dynamics are gonna hold... The dynamics are gonna hold me while going uphill. So let's just keep creeping up. Since we're a relatively light train, I'm honestly not that concerned. I can probably just cut the power engine and then just let the train coast down to a safe speed, and then I'll hit the brakes when we're about to stop, or when we need to stop. So pull up just a little more. Yards. It would be cool to see an SD70 ACU on this route. I think that'd be really neat. Considering how common they are on a helper service. But I think that'd be a really cool addition to see at some point. That'd probably be the Loco DLC to do, even though I can't imagine it having a whole lot of services, just because it's most... I mean, I don't know. I've just heard that they're mostly common on helper services in some road trains. But that would... I'd probably not see... I don't know. If we ever get more NS Locos in the future, then you could definitely layer them onto this route, even if you can't drive them. Or maybe you could have them as an option when driving. Alright, pull up the power. Let's make sure we get all the way up there. Hit the brakes. And here we are. Despite 11Q running behind schedule, apparently we're even later behind. The way into Crescent is clear for us already. Stop the locomotive next to that cabin office. Well, yeah, I definitely did not get penalty braked for any sort of reason whatsoever. We are just fine. Let me make sure the switch is aligned. Alright. Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. So we're gonna back in. Yeah, I see. So we're supposed to back in and then pull into Crescent. Are these tracks like faulty or something? I don't see the reason why we have to enter this way, but whatever. Really, need to give it some power, apparently. Probably should rely on dynamics this time around, though. But yeah, scenario planner definitely has a lot. Definitely still has a long ways to go until it's like, honestly, it's just. I'm honestly still not a huge fan of of you only being able to do A to B routes. Like, there's not a whole lot you can do with that other than putting trains on other routes and stuff like that. Like, you can kind of get creative, but the creativity bubble is just very small currently. I feel like if hold on, let me just get my dynamics going. Hello? There they are. But I feel like Dovetail really needs to get Scenario Planner to like train simulator standards sooner than later. Hold on a second, let me just make sure I don't completely lose control of my train. I'm just gonna leave us at 15 miles an hour just to be safe. But yeah, things such as like you know, using messages, doing direction changes, things like that. Yeah, let's get down a little bit more. But yeah, the ability to couple the formations, the ability to give tasks for like setting up the train and stuff, maybe even being able to do cold starts, stuff like that. Wait, why is it not giving me a distance counter? It's a little bit sus. And whatever. Really? Until the dispatch was reworked? I never knew that. I mean, yeah, I guess that does make sense. But yeah. Dispatcher definitely still has some more work to be done. Oh yeah, and obviously a consist editor, that would be really cool. That's definitely a huge one for me. But yeah, you are right about that. Except, actually, I mean, here's the thing. You could technically make it work without a route editor, but the only problem is obviously like where trains are placed, and like if you want to add like additional scenery to scenarios, such as like a knockdown tree, for example, that you would need the route editor for, and to populate the yards and stuff like that. I totally get why you would need the route editor. But for things such as like but you could have a consist editor and just like, and also just adding more like points where players would be able to make trains go via. It's like I don't know. It's really hard to explain because ultimately I'd like to see, you know, like an interface kind of like the train simulator scenario maker, where you know you have that digital map and you're able to place down a go via, a stop at location, like an interface kind of like that. That's what I think Dovetail should work for first, and then they could try to find a way to get a route editor in to work with it, so then you could add static rolling stock, yeah, things such as static rolling stock, knockdown, additional scenery, things like that. Hello, Trobe. I train with Naven. I'm not doing a helper service. I'm just reversing the train, bringing this train into Crescent. Also, what is going on with our dynamic brakes? Acting up just a little bit. I'm gonna apply the brakes. So we're just about there. Dang it. Oh, I was just short of the mark. Oh, just on the marker. Okay, well. Release the dynamic brakes for a moment because I couldn't get. Alright, there we go. Keep going, keep crawling. Keep it going. It is on the marker now, unless I'm supposed to move the locomotive down to there, but I don't think we need to. Alright, play the brakes. Here we go. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's go get some coffee and see if that's us. Oh, get a hard hat. Head down the track to pick up a hard hat you can use for the rest of the day. Huh. Now I gotta find it because I don't have the scenario objective markers on. Although I could just turn it on. But I don't feel like doing that. Alright, kinda just gotta figure out where it is on my own. Unless I was supposed to get on the other side. Yep, probably so. Yep. Oh, there's the hard hat. So before I do, I might as well look for some collectibles while I'm at it. The log, some cross ties. Make sure the train isn't moving. I kind of forgot. I think this was like a poster or something. I don't see anything around here. Well, that's tragic. Alrighty then. Free collectible. Get some coffee. Freight cars are making a lot of noise. Oh, head down the track to grab some coffee at the helper station. Oh, that's cool. So kind of add a little bit of charm to this scenario. It's kind of neat. Yeah, very little charming scenario. Get myself some coffee, although I do not drink coffee. There's probably some collectibles around here somewhere. Might as well quickly walk around and stuff. See if I can find something like in here or not. That's tragic. It's an excavator. And a lot of junk. Is this a collectible? No. Yeah, I'll go to the marker in a second. I'm just looking around. Ooh, hard hat. Yay. Is this collectible? Oh geez, I thought that was for a second. So like a tripod somewhere? Or a poster? Cause I don't see one. Nothing. Has to be a poster on this building, right? Nope. Alright, screw it. Well, would you look at that? It looks like they're already making coffee for everyone else. Let's see if we can get in on that too. Great timing and great work today. Lucky us. Kind of like how they added a little charm to this scenario. Mission complete. Took us an hour. Alright, let's see what we should do next. I think we'll just do like a full route run in the ES44. Probably not going to do the South Fork branch today, because I don't really feel like doing that. So we only have that one service, but we just drove the GP38. So does wet coal burn? Honk for the camera. Push the side. I'm very curious to see what evening tidy up is, because I heard it's a really hard scenario. Baltimore to South Fork. Oh. Okay, well, might as well just do something from service mode then, because I don't feel like going down to South Fork. I heard it's really time consuming to go down there. So we'll drive the lovely ES44. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get myself something to drink. I'll take a small break and then we shall do this run. So I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back. Just grab myself some water and just took a small break. So now, let's do a service in the ES44. I say we just do should I do a service between Altoona and Johnstown or the other way around? Because I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I say we do this. Operate a westbound train as far as Johnstown. Maybe later I'll do a service that goes down the grade, but we'll see. So yeah. So we'll operate this ethanol train. Alrighty. Alrighty. Operate a westbound train as far as Johnstown. Alright, so let's turn on distributed power and banking comm. I'm just gonna get the brakes to their proper positions. Turn on the main controls. Turn on the gauge lights. Insert the reverser. I believe we have 2 locomotives on the rear of this train. Yes, we do. But my biggest complaint with freight trains in this game, at least for now, is just the fact that all the trains of a certain type are the same. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Uh-oh. Guys, I might have screwed something up. So we are set to cut in and lead. Is there a way I can disable what I just did? It'll probably be fine. Just press one button. What could it do? Right, so the brakes are cut in. I think we should be all good to go. So, oh, I think I forgot to. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if there was like an alerter or something. Refrigerator, cab fan. Distributed power is on. You do not need window heaters. Running lights, fuel pump, local control, engine control, headlight control, engine start, engine stop. Turn on the number lights. Is this interactable? Heater. Hey, there's no alerter on this. It's just kind of interesting. Oh well. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's see. So it looks like we do not have to slow down to 15 miles an hour. Because it looks like we're just going to be sticking on the right-hand track for this journey. Alright, let's get going. Let's do this. Let's release the brakes. And off we go. Let me also just verify to make sure the rear locomotives are working just fine. We are all good to go. There is an alerter, but I have to use the key binding to activate it since there isn't really a way to turn them. That's weird. Because like I see there's an alerter switch in the bottom right corner, but it doesn't do anything. Alright, we're picking up speed quick. Alright, let me pull out the power since we have to slow down to 25. How heavy are we? Oh, we're empty. Well, I mean, I kind of want to do something where we're heavy. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind something empty, but at the same time, I kind of want to do something heavy at the same time. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Oh yeah, and for whatever reason, all of the intermodal trains, for whatever reason, they're only like 2,000 tons. I don't know if that's because I'm just picking services that are always empty, or if all freight services are really. Yeah, no, this one's 2,714 tons. It's like something's off. Something's off with intermodal trains. I don't know why all of them are so light. It's like they should be much heavier. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna skip. So we're gonna scratch intermodal trains. So probably do something like an ethanol train. Definitely not a coal train because they did not put enough locomotives on that thing. What else we got? Chicago to Morrisville. It's a manifest train. That's like borderline heavy. Intermodal, coal, ethanol. Intermodal, Crescent. Intermodal, coal, ethanol. Yeah, we could try this service. Like, I want to do something that's a little relatively challenging. $3,400 tons. So yeah, something's off with some of the weighting on some of these trains. Like, I don't know what it is. Because I still want to do like a very heavy freight run. Because I swear I did one where like I did an ethanol train that was like 10,000 pounds. I don't know like why like all these trains are like empty. It's super weird. Because I still want to have some sort of challenge. Nah, let's not do something at night. Yeah, I think the intermodal trains are empty. Because like, I think I chose a manifest train once and it was like 5,000 tons. Something I wish I wish it would tell you how long and how heavy your train was on the service selection. That would be a nice feature to see get added in the next summer update. That would definitely be really useful information so I don't have to go into a service just to see how heavy my train is. Then I can choose a service from there. But yeah, I may make like a bug list on the forums on all the issues that I have with this route. Because most of the bugs in this route are just annoying. Okay, let's try a different. I might do a coal train then. I mean, there isn't really a whole lot of different freight types on this because there's no refrigerator trains. It's just coal, ethanol, intermodal, and manifest, and then grain to Crescent. I know I'm being picky because I still want to have some sort of challenge going up the grade. Okay, what about this manifest train? $7,000 tons, that's fine. It's not the heaviest, but it's something. Alright, what do we got unit-wise on this? So we got 3 locomotives on the front, and 1 on the back. That seems totally appropriate. Okay, let's not switch those on yet. So we'll turn on banking comm. We'll turn on distributed power. Turn on the number lights. Let's put the brakes in their appropriate positions. Yeah, the brake animation for the automatic brake needs to be improved. Gauge lights. Reverser forward. Generator field on. Turn on the air brakes. Now let's cut in and lead. Save changes. Right. Should be good to go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So yeah, I think I'll post maybe later tonight. I'll post a bug list of all the issues that I've found so far, and then you can feel free to comment on it and if you want to add anything else and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so should be good to go. So let's get some power and let's go. I also want to make like a forum post on how freight can be improved, because my biggest issue with freight trains is that, or with the US freight trains at least, is that, oh, I forgot to turn on the headlights. Is that there's not enough variety in the consists, especially on like the manifest trains. I mean, manifest trains actually don't look that bad on Horseshoe Curve. They actually look pretty decent. But most other routes, they usually don't look good. I also don't like how there's just all these just random tanker cars. But you know what? That's actually a pretty nice looking manifest train, if I'm being honest. That actually looks pretty varied. Yeah, like this is what I want to see from manifest trains in Train Sim World. Stuff like this, without a doubt. Yeah, that's something I would definitely like to see in the future. Is more variety in the consists. It would also be cool, like, if there was, like, a randomized chance of how many locomotives you could get on a freight train. Or the direction they're facing. Things like that. So, like, you need to have a set minimum for how many locomotives are appropriate to make for a realistic driving experience based on the weight of the train. And then you could say, oh, well, there could be a random chance you could have an additional 1 or 2 locomotives to this consist. Things like that. That would be really cool to see. I just want to see more variety for freight trains. That's definitely a huge one for me. And then I feel like dynamic brakes could also be addressed a bit more, because I feel like they're not strong enough in some instances. Maybe they are working as they should, but again, there's just not enough locomotives to be able to hold a freight train with just the dynamics. But I'm just not sure. Okay, this we do have to slow down to 15, so I'm not going to slow down yet, but yeah. I mean, the horn isn't bad, honestly. It's not perfect, but it's like even if it was closer to like the horn used on Sherman Hill or horns. I'll start slowing down once we get to hit the platform for Altoona Station. Let's see, what else do I want to see improved for freight? I mean, that's really just that's the main thing. It's just more variety in the consists. And just a more accurate depiction of how many locomotives you'd see on a freight consist. Alright, let's cut the power. Dynamic brake to setup. Go about notch 3. Something that would also be cool that I'd like to see for switching is like, you know, kind of like how in LGV where you have that one scenario where you have someone that's telling you how far you are from coupling up to another consist. Well, that would be something that'd be really cool to see on just freight routes in general, since that's usually how the driver knows when he has to slow down to couple up. So then you don't have to be looking at the map all the time to couple up with other train or with consists. That would be a really cool feature to see. Now you can definitely implement that to service mode, but I'd love to see something like that be implemented for a service mode. Yeah, definitely getting more real people who know what they're talking about in the beta team is definitely the way to make Train Sim World overall more realistic. So I hope they keep getting more beta members that have experience on the railroad to explain or to make Train Sim World routes more realistic. Yeah, Sherman Hill did do solid on the dynamics. They do handle pretty decently. This could use some minor improvements to dynamics, but I wouldn't say they're horrible. Maybe I think that it's just they're not effective at higher speeds, I guess. Because something I've noticed is that if you go over 15 miles an hour, the dynamic brakes then begin to get weaker. Like, the amps for it just continue to go down instead of going up. Now, that could be realistic, but I don't know. Something seems a bit off about it. But I could be completely wrong. Yeah, balance between cost and realism. Yeah, I totally get that. But I feel like they need to try to strive for realism, because that's how I get, and that's how I get my enjoyment out of this game, is to drive and play this game realistically. Now, obviously, that's not everyone's way of enjoying this game, but that's how I like to enjoy Train Sim World. I like to feel immersed and feel like I'm driving a real train. And that's why I've had such a strive to learn routes HUDless, because it really gives me that true experience. Okay, so above 25 miles an hour, that does make sense. Okay. Four miles until we get to the Horseshoe Curve. But the nice part about this route is that it doesn't feel too long. And that's something I definitely enjoy about this route. It's like the whole uphill section towards where the Horseshoe Curve is, it definitely doesn't feel long at all, which is nice. And then the whole downhill section between the summit and South Fork is also doesn't feel long at all, probably just because you're traveling at higher speeds. The only part that does feel kind of long though is the section between this part right here, South Fork to Johnstown. That can be a bit time consuming to go through at times. It usually takes like 10 minutes to get through that area. Let's get a little more power. Yeah, obviously engineers need to be relying only on the dynamics, so if they're not working properly, then you kind of have no choice but to use the automatics. So yeah, Sherman Hill got that right, except I thought that was something that like newer locomotives like countered or something. Yeah, so like with the SD70 ACE, whenever you would apply the automatic brakes, you had to put the independent brake to bail off. But I'm guessing that's not something you see on newer locomotives. I'm guessing it automatically does it for you. Because, I mean, it kind of makes sense because there may have to be an instance where an engineer begins to lose control of his train and he has no choice but to apply the automatic brakes. Probably gonna take us a while for the rest of the train to get past the junction. Oh, we're almost there. Got a little bit more to go. After this, I may do a switching service. Oh, so engineers can use minimum reduction. Okay, so that's cool. Sawtooth. But then how long would you put it in minimum reduction? For like just a few seconds? For like 15 seconds? Like yeah. Alright, now we can speed up. Alright. Should we see how fast we can get up to? Got another set of Gevos. It's another manifest train. Alright, we're up to 20. So we're slowly picking up speed. Minutes until your speed begins to slow down. Okay, that makes sense. See, I never knew that. Because I thought it was engineers were not allowed to use the automatic brake, period. Unless it was an emergency or something. Oh, I keep forgetting there's a crossing here. Looks like we're going to be holding at about 20 miles an hour going uphill. We may get a little faster. Any plans for the rest of the summer? I don't think so. I mean, I may do more things like with friends and stuff, but I think I'm past like most of the big things I've done. Definitely not going to be going on any huge like vacations or anything. That's definitely not happening just because of COVID starting to go crazy again in the US. But I'll probably still be doing like things with friends and stuff. The Train Simulator Driver streams are fun to watch. My leg's starting to kill me. I'm guessing we're losing speed now just because we're going at this 1.9% gradient, but yeah, okay, it does begin to level out a little bit. Oh, I just realized I don't think it gets this bright at 5:40 in the morning. I think it's just a little too bright. Maybe this would be like 6:30, but 5:40, that's a little too soon. The problem is that there's so many people that are against getting vaccinated and stuff, which is most likely why this pandemic is never gonna end. Truly. If everyone was willing to just get the vaccine and stop listening to all these dumb conspiracy theories, then we probably would have been past COVID already. But because of like just because of social media and people trying to sound smart and stuff and not listening to actual scientists, that's the main reason why COVID's still not gone. We're really losing speed now. Just wanted to make sure everything was fully released. We'll probably gain a little more speed in a moment just once we get past that 1.9% gradient. But we are struggling just a little bit. The helper units make all the difference. Yeah, a lot of people in the US can be pretty entitled and stuff. It's pretty sad, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people think it's like against their freedom and stuff. It's like, I get it, like, you have the right to do whatever you want, but at the same time, like, we're in a crisis. So, like, wouldn't you want things to go normal again and just have the vaccine? Like, I know, like, a lot of things are very corrupt nowadays, but that doesn't mean everything is corrupt. Yeah, I know I wouldn't solve, because how a locomotive, at least a diesel locomotive, behaves is that if it's losing speed, its amps are gonna go up, and then eventually it's gonna hit a point where it's gonna hit a certain level of amps where it'll be able to just hold the train at a certain speed. Alright, 2 miles to go till we get to the Horseshoe Curve. How far off now? So we're starting to pick up some speed now. But we're probably going to lose it again now that we're going up a 1.8% gradient. .8 miles to go. We're making pretty good time right now. But the thing I find nice about this is that runs aren't too long, but they're not too short, and that I like. Oh yeah, I've seen documentaries on stuff about the Bakersfield. Or are you talking about the Cajon Pass incidents, or because I've seen documentaries on all 3 of them. Except they all happened for different reasons. Cause yeah, the one that happened in '89, that one happened because I think part of the half of the locomotives didn't even have proper dynamic braking. There were a lot of, I think, oh yeah, the weight was also miscalculated on the train. I think there was some other issues, I think some of the freight cars had faulty braking and stuff. But yeah, but whatever, but yeah, everything that happened to that was just a complete disaster. And then I think the next one was in '92. It was like '92 or '94. I think that was because of like a kinked air hose early on in the train, so then the train had almost no brakes. And then the '96 one, I think it happened for a very similar reason, or a faulty air hose, something like that. Yeah, Cajon Pass. Almost to the Horseshoe Curve. So taking a nice slow climb up this hill. Oh yeah, something I noticed was that apparently there's a speed limit of 44 miles an hour, which is a little weird. I don't know if that's supposed to be accurate or not. I would doubt it. It's probably 45. Might have just been a typo. Oh yeah, multiple things going wrong is always how accidents happen. Same thing for like aviation and stuff. Might as well fly over to the Horseshoe Curve, get a nice flyby shot. Now, one thing I don't like is that I don't like how It's kind of like what they did with Clinchfield, where they used this dark ground texture, so then it's just the trees that are making everything green. I kind of wish it was like Sandpatch Grade, where the terrain is green, so then the trees blend in more. It just kind of makes the trees stick out a little too much, in my opinion, of course. I don't know if that's supposed to be realistic or what. Got people at 5:50 in the morning watching trains. What legends? It's got a nice little shot here. Well, yeah, 79 limits are real, but I just don't see why a 44 makes any sense, because the only reason the 79 mile an hour limits exist are because because trains have to have in-cab signaling if trains want to go over 79 miles an hour, which obviously it's kind of dumb, but I mean at the same time it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'll give a horn show. So I'll get the bell on. Although, oh yeah, that's one other issue I have with this route is that the bell it takes it. Yeah, you don't hear the bell until like the train's like right next to you, which is kind of annoying. That Orange River is realistic. Oh, I don't think I want to know what goes in it. Gotta hide the HUD. That's a lovely picture on its own. Yeah, the Skyhook's rock work is really impressive. You gotta give him credit for that, without a doubt. A very peaceful morning. I think I'm starting to hear the train now. Give an early horn show. Yeah, it's the Orange Juice River. What the heck is going on with the horn? Uh-oh. Guys, I might just broke the horn. Guys, I just broke the horn. I just broke the horn. Gosh darn it. Oh really? They're from the Unreal Marketplace? I mean, at least they used them to make them look good. I may reload the game and stuff. Reload the because now I think the horn's gonna come. Yeah, you can still hear it. It's gonna get louder and louder. First, let me get a lovely sun picture. Yeah, that bug has happened before on a lot of the older US routes, like Sandpatch Grade and Peninsula Corridor. That bug happens all the time. We are just chilling. Now we're up to 22 miles an hour. I think that's a precaution aspect, something like that, I don't know. PRR signaling is interesting to say the least. What if that means there's a train behind us? If they're giving that aspect. Nope, I do not see anything behind us. Wait, it was fixed on dovetail routes, but apparently Skyhook hasn't learned yet. But it's so weird how like every time like dovetail fixes a bug, then they somehow create like a completely different bug. Like it's kind of sad. Now obviously that's just the way video games are, but yeah. Alright, we shouldn't be. Oh yes, let's see here. So I got about 3 miles to go. But I find it weird how westbound trains go up here, but then eastbound trains, they have to go down here. Now I noticed that there's like a turnaround loop here, so maybe that's part of the reason. But you'd think that you could still have a third track here, just so then the trains don't have to go down such a daunting 2.4% gradient. It's kind of a weird design. We got 3.2 miles to go, and we're making pretty good time. Going on the slide is fun. Yeah, the horn looping, the horns are kind of bugged out. Kind of sounds like there are instances where the fade-in sounds at the end. There are instances where the fade-in or fade-out don't play at all. And yeah, it can be kind of annoying. I think it's due to lag, lag though. I know that issue happens so much on the Long Island Railroad trains. Don't recall it happening too much on other routes though. Oh yeah, Train Simulator Driver. Do you know where the Mastery is, or where the Carnival is located on this route? Now, obviously, I can't unlock it because Mastery is broken right now. But where is it along this route? I'm hoping Mastery gets fixed soon because it's really starting to get out of hand. So now it's not working on any routes. I'm assuming Dovetail is working on it since they made a forum post about it. Hopefully they go into more detail about it on the next roadmap stream. Down near South Fork. This route looks pretty nice in the morning. Has a really nice vibe. Oh jeez. Yeah, this route can be a little laggy at times. I feel like it's the Gevos. I feel like the Gevos are not the best. Yeah, I think it's the Gevos that are causing the lag, honestly, because if I go over here, where all the freight cars are, the lag kinda goes away. It's not fully gone, but It just feels a lot laggier around the Gevos, so I feel like they could use some minor optimizations and stuff. Not far off now. I remember when I first heard this route getting announced, I thought initially this route was just going to be all up a steep 1.8% gradient or something along those lines, but it's definitely cool that this route actually has a lot of variety in it, because then it's mostly just downhill on a 1% gradient for the rest of it, but it's definitely adds for some interesting variety. Would you say this is better than Sandpatch Grade or Sherman Hill? Probably better than Sherman Hill because the scenery is definitely a lot better. It's definitely a lot more eye-pleasing, even if it's not the most accurate. But Sandpatch Grade, the thing I'd say Sandpatch Grade is better in terms of like service variety. Because yeah, you have just the mainline services. You could do coal loading services at Shaw Mine, you could do some coal loading at Rockwood Mine. Really good variety when it comes to switching. Yeah, and then this route, obviously you have mainline runs between Altoona and Johnstown, you got services up to Crescent, you got some switching services, but definitely not as good as the Sandpatch services. And then services down to South Fork, which again, is not that much. So honestly, and I'd probably say the Sandpatch scenery is slightly better than this route, so honestly I would still say Sandpatch is a better route, but I'd say, I don't know, I'd probably say Sandpatch is slightly better than this route. Now again, that's entirely my opinion. If I'm getting cautions, there might be a train ahead of us. Or not. Uh-oh, I think I hear the horn. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save the game, and I'm gonna go back to the menu, and then this usually fixes the horn bug. So yeah, I will definitely have to report that to the forums, but yeah, that usually fixes it. Oh jeez, my phone's about to die. I need to grab my charger. Luckily, I got some wireless headphones, so I can walk around my room while still talking. Probably not a smart thing to do when driving like an S-Bahn service or something, but for a freight train, it's all alright. Yeah, after this I may do a switching service, and then if I have time, maybe do one more scenario, but most likely I'm not going to have enough time to do so. The lighting on this route is really nice though, very eye-pleasing. Bad timing. Not far off from Gallatin now. 1.3 miles to go. And then it's all downhill from there. The Southward branch looks super long. This looks like there's a ton of crossings. It's a coal loading mine. Maybe I could do like the honk for the camera scenario or something, although I don't know anything about the scenario and stuff, other than they have to honk your horn at the Horseshoe Curve. Yeah, I don't know. That branch looks kind of tedious to go on, so I'm probably not gonna do whatever scenario runs on it, or this. Because I think there's only like 3 services on the southward branch. I think it's just 1 train. We are getting close to the summit. I believe it's either while we're in the tunnel or just after the tunnel, I believe. I think it's after. I forgot. But wait, but David, like, where do you actually go on that scenario though? Do you just go down like just to Gallatin or something, down to like Gallatin or Crescent, or do you go all the way down to Johnstown? I would assume not, but yeah. Crescent, okay. I mean, the problem though is that although yes, you can take pictures, if you don't sound the horn, then you fail the mission. Well, not actually, but actually I don't know. I think it just says you didn't sound the horn or something. Continue down the crest or something like that. It is cool how the AI trains sound their horn as well. I think that's pretty cool. It's definitely something I'd want to see a lot more of, not just in scenarios, but eventually service mode. Improvements to AI trains is definitely something I'd love to see within the upcoming core update. It's usually not talked about a lot, but I really care about AI trains and stuff, because that, like, and honestly I'd prefer that over a multiplayer. It's like, if the AI trains were just more realistic, then honestly I would take that any day over multiplayer. It's like, I've honestly never quite understood all the hype around multiplayer, just because I don't want to put up with kids driving through red signals every 5 minutes, derailing and stuff, going over the speed limit, overshooting stations and stuff. But yeah. Almost there. "16 miles to South Fork." I wish I could just hop out and grab that collectible, but I cannot. Really? The Class 20 sounds their horns. Wait, what's the Class 20 again? What route is that from again? I forgot. For a second I was thinking it was from like West Somerset or something, but wait. Is there a Class 20? I know this is isn't it like the Class 21 or something? That the whatever train's called the Chopper? Yeah, I don't know anything about old UK locos. Oh geez, I forgot to turn on the cab light. Gosh darn it. Oh wait. Aha. Well, yeah, the light baking in the tunnels aren't that great either. So I think that's still an ongoing issue, even for Dovetail. Something I'd also like to see is just improved rendering. Tees Valley line. Yeah, so that's the class, I think it's the Class 21 or something. I don't know, I forgot. Catch the chopper! If I was to ever get T's value line and the chopper, I'd be saying that meme all the time. Trains multiplayer is chaos. Run 8 multiplayer is run by people with no sense of humor. Interesting. And then I've also played Stepford County Railway, which is on Roblox, and no one knows how to drive a train. And the controls are so easy. Oh, it is Class 20. Silly me. That was like the 21 or something. But I guess I am wrong. And I'm guessing most of Train Sim World's player base is a younger audience. So I feel like people are gonna drive trains very similar to like on a Stepford County Railway and stuff, but with much more complex trains. Alright, let's pull back the power. Let's get the dynamics set up. Just put them in setup just to get them ready. Let the train bleed off some speed. Probably want to keep us around 20 miles an hour for now. Yeah, on Roblox I'd be the only person over 10, that is true. Oh, I have to slow down to 15, don't I? Yes, I do. For whatever reason. Alright, we're now starting to go downhill, so I might as well just get the dynamics going. Got a little crossing right here. Or actually, let me correct your statement, train simulator driver. The old, anyone who isn't a guard, or anyone who isn't a guard or lower. Yeah, anyone who is a guard or lower is above 10. I think there actually is an age requirement to be a signaler. I think you have to be like 16 years old or something. Yeah, I think it's 16. You have to be 16 to be a signaler, I believe. I remember when I used to make some Roblox videos back like when my channel was still relatively new, but they never really blew up. Except I made one where I ranted on this completely scammed game called Key on Air Flight Simulator, where basically you had to pay like several hundred Robux just for these very crappy planes, and you had to pay for every single plane. So there was no free planes. Everything was Robux. Basically anything you had to do was costed Robux. It was basically an EA game, and nobody knew what they were doing in the game. Everyone who did own planes didn't actually know how to fly them. And yeah, so that video actually did end up getting maybe 1,000 or 2,000 views. But although I feel like now everyone's starting. There are all these like haters and stuff. They're like, you just have no Robux. This game is good. Like when there's games such as like Pilot Training, Acceleration, Flightline, and there was another one that's like brand new, but I forgot what it was called. That do have free planes that are much higher quality. Yeah, the game's a scam. Yeah, I made that video like a couple years ago, so you can always check it out. It's a kind of a funny video. Although I tried to make like a Swiss 001 style video where I just put ear rape every 5 seconds. Alright, let's get a little more dynamics going. About a mile we have the 15 limit coming up. Where there's passion, there are crazies too. You got that right. We're still gaining speed, so probably, yeah. Let's go full dynamic brake so I can just begin to slow down, and so we don't lose control. Although it kind of looks like we're about to lose control, so I might have to apply some automatics for just a moment. If we do not slow down. No, we're still getting speed. Alright. So we kind of have to slow down in half a mile. There you go. Yeah, we're slowly losing speed. At least I think. Yeah, we might speed. No, we're okay. Just gonna keep it on until we get under like 20 miles an hour or so. Yeah, we're okay. Alright, let's release the brakes, and the dynamics should be able to hold me from there. But I also made some Roblox content on SCR. It was mostly just like train spotting and stuff, because I knew like just doing a gameplay video would not be unique or interesting at all, and that nobody would watch them. So I'm kind of glad I didn't do that. It's like I feel like most SCR YouTubers, rather they make like news videos, they make like speculation videos, or some other things. I mean, some can get creative. Some SCR YouTubers are creative. Like, I liked the SCR stereotypes videos. I forgot who made it. I think it was like Dwellers Plays or something. So anyway, like, that stuff's creative. He's cool. But yeah, there isn't a whole lot you can do with like Roblox train content and stuff. Oh geez, are we still getting speed? No, we're okay. I feel like we're gonna have to hold at like 20. We're gonna have to hold at like 18 miles an hour or something, so going down the grade, so we don't lose control. So we were barely holding on with just full dynamic brakes and automatics going down this hill. Alright, so I think we're now about, yes. We're definitely not going to be going up to 50 miles an hour, that's for sure. We're going to have to take a really slow journey down. So our train was definitely not able to hold on at 20 miles an hour with just dynamics. We're barely holding on as much as it is, although we are losing speed. Yeah, these grades are just so unforgiving for these freight trains. Yeah, my train seems to be handling alright though. Although it's just at 15 miles an hour though. So I'm probably gonna have to stay at 15 miles an hour for the rest of the journey. Cause yeah, train's def looks like it's holding. Yeah, it's like just hardly slowing down. Although something I've noticed is that even if you get slower, the dynamic brakes become weaker for whatever reason. Like they begin to lose amps. It's just super weird. You'd think they'd be even more effective going slower speeds like this, but yeah, no. Like once you get under 15 miles an hour, you would think that the amps would either stay constant or that they would go up still, but no, apparently they go down the slower you get. Which that I'm not sure is accurate. That might be inaccurate. Something I've also noticed is that whenever I'm heading the other way, and I'm like the weight of my train finally gets over the grade and stuff, I get these like massive jolts from the front of the train. Now I understand like the train is supposed to jolt once like the weight of the train finally starts to get the better of the train going down, but I feel like the jolts are very excessive. Like I feel like I'm gonna derail because of how massive the jolts are. 12 miles to go. Alright, probably need to just stay at the speed we're currently going. Cause yeah, if we go any faster, we're just gonna completely lose control of our train. So we might honestly just have to stay at 13 miles an hour. Save the game also. I would assume this locomotive is working. But helper units definitely make all the difference. Even if there was just another locomotive on the back, it would probably make this so much more effective. Oh, so that's a bug with the coupler fix. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's why I saw this like whole forum post on like derailments on Sandpatch Grade, although I haven't had any issues. But yeah. Yeah, it does feel a lot more difficult to maintain speed on this route than Sherman Hill. I feel like I have to be going much slower just for the dynamics to be effective compared to Sherman Hill. Jeez, my Xbox is really hot. Yeah, it's like right now I'm only able to hold at 13 miles an hour with max dynamics. Okay, but that does make sense. So yeah, the slower you're going, the less energy you're producing. So that does make sense. So it may take a while for us to get down to South Fork. I probably could cook an egg. my Xbox usually gets relatively hot, so it's nothing new. I don't think the trains need to feel heavier. I feel like they're already heavy enough considering I'm only able to go 13 miles an hour at max dynamics with this thing. So I wouldn't... Yeah, like, I think Sherman Hill definitely feels like the most realistic freight experience. But I just feel like the dynamics... I'm guessing it's just the dynamics aren't effective enough. Yeah, look at that, we're going exactly 13 miles an hour. Yeah, this is going to be a long journey if I have to stay at 13 miles an hour. Unless Train Simulator Driver tells me otherwise. So he's most likely going to say, yep, you're driving real accurately. Yep, pretty normal. Yep, it's gonna be a long one. Oh shoot, I was not paying attention at all, and there's a crossing right here. The bell sounds nice though. Alright, I'll try creeping up to 20. I'm gonna be as careful as I can be though, so I'll knock us down to notch 7. I'll probably make us gain a little bit of speed. Yeah, we're starting to gain speed. I'm gonna take it nice and slow so I don't get completely thrown off by me suddenly gaining a crud ton of speed. Up to 14. Yeah, I'm not gonna go 30. I'll try 20 and then probably have to use like the automatic brake from time to time. Okay, apparently at notch 7 I'm able to go faster, which is interesting to say the least. Okay, I'll go notch 6 then. Although then the amps are probably going to go down once I go over 15 miles an hour. So probably once I get to like 16 miles an hour or something. 16 or 17 miles an hour, probably go back to max brakes. Gradually gaining speed. About 15. Right. We're still looking okay. I still got 10 miles, jeez. Alright, knock it down to 5. So apparently I can go faster at lower dynamic brake settings. I don't even think the amps changed, so I say go down to 4. I still feel like we're not getting any sort of speed. Well, yeah, because our amps aren't going down. It's probably because notch 8 is probably much higher I don't know. Probably because this is, I don't know. Alright, knock it down to 3, I guess. The amps are just not coming down until, there we go. Until it got down to notch 2. So basically, full power dynamic brakes is equivalent to notch 3. Dynamic brakes are weird. So, yeah, so technically I don't even need to do full dynamic brakes. Really? Oh, so I wonder if that means that's just a bug. Oh, okay, interesting. Huh, interesting. Well, apparently also knocking it down to 2. Knocking it down to 2 reduces the amps. But I think it's just because notch 3 is equivalent to 89 amps. Alright, but so far we're still doing pretty okay. Just gotta make sure we don't uncontrollably lose speed. We're gonna go back up to 3 now. Yeah, because it looks like we're about to gain a lot of speed. Up to 18. There we go, yeah. Gotta get it to level out. Yeah, it's starting to ease itself out. Well, at least we're going faster now, so that's good. Definitely takes about a... So now instead of it taking 4 minutes to go a mile, now it'll take us only 3. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Alright, let's try knocking it down to 3 again. We're just gradually gaining speed right now. Ooh, this is footbridge. It's a nice little footbridge. I am going 20 miles an hour with only notch 3 dynamics. Alright. So if I go to full, okay, it does still add amps. But just not rapidly. There we go. Yeah, we're starting to level out at 20. So yeah, let's try to alternate between 19 and 20 miles an hour. So it looks like going between notches 6 and 8 holds us, yeah. So notch 8 to help us slow down and notch 6 to gain speed. Well, at least we're about halfway across the route now. How far are we from? Okay, so it looks like soon the grade's about to level out. The distance counter? I'm not sure. I think, at least on, I think they did on Sherman Hill, but I don't know about Horseshoe Curve. I'd say my room's kind of on the messy side, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like dirty or filthy. Oh shoot, hold on. Full dynamics. Like, I usually try to do like a deep clean on my room like once a month. Okay, now I'm a little worried. Because I applied the dynamics a little too late. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's probably that thing right there. Is there a camera view for it? No, there isn't. I would get it on my seat, but I don't think I want to do that. What the heck is this? It's a little branch line. Alright, we're still holding on. Jeez, what's going on with that road right there? Oh. Yeah, that might want to be fixed. Scenery is definitely not polished in certain areas. I feel like train simulators haven't really got that good about like roads and stuff. They've never really tried to make them look realistic. I feel like Dovetail just needs to model like intersections, like stuff like that that they can use on almost any route, because then they can at least make roads look presentable, or just make more road models and stuff. Okay, but yeah, right now we're chilling at 20. It probably shouldn't go any higher than that. Well, I know, but you can't really see the thing at full distance. Everything's just zeros except for that, so I actually don't know. Oh wait, oh, there's a distance button. Oh, there you go. It's starting to. There you go. Yep, it does work. Okay, screw it, I'll get on my seat. Yeah, so it does work. Oh, it shows your speed and stuff, that's cool. And your acceleration, although I don't think that's working. Time to penalty. Interesting. And it's in feet, too. That's kind of cool. So it looks like the acceleration part doesn't work. Oh, and that just shows your speed. It's pretty neat. Okay, let's pull back on the dynamics. Yeah, I noticed also the coupler is like glitching out. I'm guessing that's also because of the derail of the fix that was made for Spirit of Steam. Can you get it to show on the PTC screen? Where's the PTC screen? Is it this? Yeah, I don't think any of these buttons are touchable. Because again, this route was set in 2018 or 2019, something like that. Just before PTC was enabled for this route. Wait, top mid right hand side of the PTC screen. Well, again, is this the PTC screen or is that something else? Oh, there's the cab signaling. I just realized that. That's cool. Turn on the fan. It's a little hot in here. Alright, let's go back to full dynamic brakes so we don't go out of control. Wait, PTC screen, main power screens next to road number yellow. Bars above is distance counter. Wait. Road number yellow bars. Oh, you're talking about this. Okay, 1 second. Top right areas. Oh, above is oh, this. Okay, I see what you mean. Oh yeah, I think you have to go to distance setup. Yep, here it is. And then I think you have to press count up from 0. Modify preset, 0 distance. Not quite sure how it works on here. Huh, nice little, that's nice. Yeah, okay, so I found that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it works. Got lead sand, train line sand. What is modify preset? Use number keys to enter new preset value, backspace to modify existing value. It is cool that it works. Cancel. Count from preset, okay. Okay. Now, do I have to do... Is there anything else I have to press, or, Yeah, I think it does work on Sherman Hill. I think it's pre-done for you. But I don't think it works... I don't know if it works on this. It is cool that it works, though. We are 5 miles from South Fork. So we are making decent time. Oh yeah, the grade's leveling out, so we can pull back the or present is of said train unit pulling now. Alright, hold on. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom. All hail the mighty chair. Thank you, train smooter driver. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just had to use the bathroom. Alright, so now I think we get to speed up just a little bit. Because then, after this, it's just a 0.6% green, so I could probably run at a little bit higher speeds. Probably can go like 30. Oh, so it tells you the speed change. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that could be really useful. Oh, the distance counter is still counting up. Yeah, I gotta figure out how this works then. Jeez, I'm still losing. Alright. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Alright. Yeah, I want to try to see if I can get the distance counter to work. Play around with it for a little longer. Zero distance, count up. Like, is there a certain button I have to press to actually activate it? Alright, yeah, we'll bring us up to I mean, it is tech. I mean, it is flat, so I guess we could go like 40 for an hour or something. Something like, not too fast. Well, again, that is why there are multiple people, or that's why there are multiple crew members on board a train. So if someone needs to use the bathroom, then I guess the brakeman can take over. I'm not sure how it works. Yeah. I just need to figure out how it actually works. So I feel like it's something under modify preset. Use the number keys to enter new preset value. Backspace to modify existing value. I don't know. Cancel. Some lovely 40-mile-an-hour action. We'd love to see it. I think we'll hold it 40 for now. Well, yeah, that, 0.9 miles. Except, I don't know how much that is in feet. That's like, at least 9 to 10,000 feet. Guess we got 2.1 miles, we gotta slow down to 40, so I think I'll just leave us at 40 miles an hour. And we're about to go down again. So I probably need to put this back into setup. So I obviously do not want to lose control of this train. So I'm going to put us on notch 1, just to get us a head start to slowing down. Now we're going down this 0.6% gradient, so let's hit the brakes so that we do not go out of control. I'm guessing it would go where this train orders clipboard hanger is. One mile until we get slow to 40, but we're already under it, so we're just fine. Two miles until South Fork. Right now our train is holding its own on just notch 3 dynamic brakes, which is good. Well, it looks like we're about to gain speed again, so I probably need to do a little more. Let's go notch 5. Lovely rivers. Our train is definitely holding its own for now. So I think we should hold our train at like 35 miles an hour. At least until we have to slow down. Yeah, I have noticed there have been some issues with Dostos, or I don't know, something related to like the 146 or the Dostos. Because yeah, there was this one time I was going into Wuppertal from Bonhoff. I think there were 2 regional trains there, and then my frames completely tanked. But yeah, I have noticed that. I still need to report that on the forums. But yeah, for a second I thought it. Yeah, initially I thought it was just because of, like, Wuppertal was laggy for whatever reason, but yeah, no, I don't think that's the case. Oh geez, 0.7%. Menace. Okay, may have to get some automatics going. Oh, we're just holding on. No, we are losing speed. Plus we just went down to 0.7%, so now they're on a 0.6, it'll probably slow us down a little bit. So I think holding at 35 is the most appropriate. Except, never mind, because in a mile it's set on 35, so we probably need to get down to 30. So I'll just keep the train on the max dynamics, and it'll slowly get more effective. I'm gonna look something up. Yes, I know, I'm not allowed to use my phone while driving. Blah, blah, blah. We'll see if I can find something about distance counter on the forums. Maybe I'll find something. Let's see here. Search forums. Distance counter. Search. Was it Jivo? Let's see here. Yeah, I wasn't able to find anything. Oh geez, I did not realize I had to slow down to 30. I'm not paying attention. This is exactly why phones are not allowed on the job. Yeah, I'll just let it go down on its own. It'll be fine. Uh-oh, I think my headphone's dying. Uh-oh. acting up for whatever reason. I think my headset's about to die. It's there. I don't know why my headset's completely freaking out right now. Still got 3.5. Probably even more than that. Because that's just flying distance. Let's try to get the speed. Dynamics back on. For whatever reason, my headphone keep beeping and cutting out the audio for whatever reason. I'm just guessing it's dying. We're getting there. We're almost there. All right, so now we can speed things back up to 30. Probably there in about 10 minutes. Let's get up to 3. Almost there. Get in there. distance counter is still going. Wait, I don't think that's right. I probably screwed something up. Seems like my headphones finally stopped acting up. Thank God. Oh, geez, we're actually losing speed. Son of a gun. It's only really hot in California during the summer. Once you hit the winter, it can get pretty cold here. It usually gets down to like the 40s and 50s to 30s. Usually doesn't get down to the 30s that often, but usually 40 is pretty common though. Two miles to go. Oh jeez, my phone's already almost fully recharged. Son of a gun. Ooh, that's a lovely picture. That one, not so much. We are not far off now. Probably begin braking about half a mile out. Actually, no, that's a little. I think that's a little too late. Because I'm gonna slow down with just the dynamics, and we're going down. And we're going down a 0.7% green. So I think I'll do it like 0.7 miles or something. We're bringing it nice and easy. Yeah, I like the NS livery. It's very striking looking. It's very simple, but very good looking. I probably wouldn't say it's my favorite livery though. I really like the BNSF livery and the Union Pacific. Got 1 mile to go. So I'll probably begin braking like around here, I'd say. Alright, let's begin slowing down. So let's go about notch 6 braking. Okay, do you remember? I have a good question. Why did you choose the word for Conrail? Okay, we're not losing speed as fast as I'd like to, so let's go full dynamics. May apply some automatics. Still not ideal. Alright. Automatic brakes. I do not feel like going through the red signal. Let me save my game just in case something was to go terribly wrong. Alright, we're looking okay. We should be able to rely on the dynamics now just because we're at a lower speed. I think it's 5 locomotives on it. Okay, then why did you choose Penn Central? Oh geez, I did not. Alright. Yep, brakes. I wasn't paying attention, but it's fine. Thank God it's not like Dovetail where they put the stop marker 3 yards in front of the signal. Oh man, yeah, this is a bad overshoot. Okay, so I probably should be braking then about a mile out next time. Oh man, overshot by 150 yards. That's just great. And here we are. I better have gotten a medal for that. Because yeah, sometimes it doesn't show if you got a medal. So I'm just gonna take a quick look in timetable real quick. Got a gold. Nice. And marginally too. I just want to take a look at the services for the Jeep. So we got Chicago E-Rail Manifest. Service to Crescent. Altoona. Manifest. An hour-long switching. Jeez. Hollidaysburg. Huh, that looks interesting. I might try that at some point. Really? There's only one switching service? Dang. Huh. That looks interesting though. Collect some tank cars for a customer in Hollidaysburg. Yeah, I'll give it a look. I'm just curious. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the full service because I probably have to go. But I just want to take a look to see what you actually do in it. Collect some tank cars for a customer in Hollidaysburg. Okay, so we're currently in Altoona. Holidays, but then where's the Hollidaysburg branch? That's what I want to know. Doesn't really tell you. Yeah, we'll do it some other time. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. I hope you all enjoyed. I had a good time. So, next time I shall be streaming some Long Island Railroad to be filming for my next huge video, which will be a review video on the Long Island Railroad. So I hope you all are excited for that stream. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Train Sim World 2 content and live streams. Thank you all for coming, everyone. This is Crazy Dash. Peace out.